trumpets blow.
Arizona United Soccer is on the air tonight from the Peoria Sports Complex. United SC taking on Whitecaps FC2. And everybody, with Scott Morrison, Brad Sussmat. A big night of soccer ahead for United. It was a tough one the other night. We'll get to that in a minute. Moving ahead, this is the best team in the league, Scotty, and Whitecaps FC2, a real challenge ahead for United tonight.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, Whitecaps, top of the league. They've won 10 games this season, 2 more than they won the whole of last season, and they've only lost 4 games this season. So they're a tough team to crack, as well as a good team going forward.
Now, tonight, Whitecaps FC2 does not have their complete roster here. Some were playing last night, so United may have caught a bit of a break.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes from Friday's game for the Whitecaps too, so that should go in the favour of Arizona United. But we'll see. They've got a lot of young, fresh players coming in with a point to prove, and they'll be looking to make a name for themselves tonight.
Now, Saturday night here in Peoria, it was a frustrating night for United. There's no other way to put it. They played a team behind them in Tulsa, a team that they were level with. It goes into extra time, and United just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, it didn't go as hoped for United, that's for sure. But they'll be coming out with a point to prove. They worked hard in training yesterday. They played really well the game before up in Monarch, so they know it's there. They slipped up at the weekend, so they'll be looking to put things right tonight. And
it's good for United, I think, Scotty, that they're playing a team that's atop the entire standings. This is the first time these two teams have met this season. So I think it's a measuring stick. You know, it's late in the season. It's important for United on the outside of the playoffs looking in, and then they have a really good team on top of that they've got to beat here at home tonight.
Yeah, that's right. And if you can beat the team that's top of the table, it looks great. You can almost use that as a springboard for the rest of your season to push on, kick on, and try and get up into the playoff spot.
Up next, we'll have the starting lineups and much more from here at the Peoria Sports Complex. It's Arizona United SC and Whitecaps FC2. That's straight ahead.
Stretched out to the middle, back to broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score! Gerardo forwards. Stretched out to the middle, back to shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo forwards. It's in! Rochester has the lead, and the game extends.
Get ready for tonight's start of the match here at the Peoria Sports Complex. It is soupy for those of you watching tonight that are fans of WFC2. That means it is sticky and humid and nasty down here in Peoria, Arizona. We have had monsoon action rolling through the last couple of days. It's in the mid to high 90s with very, very sticky, humid conditions here tonight. So we'll see if fatigue plays a factor as the match progresses. The starting lineups, let's start with the visitors. Whitecaps FC2 coming in with the best record in the USL, 10-4-6. A very young lineup, Scott, that they're putting out on the pitch tonight.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of young boys out there. You know, this could be their chance to shine, so they'll be coming out with a lot of energy, and they'll be relying on the older heads to use their experience and help the young players out tonight.
There's some 17 and 18-year-olds out here. We'll get into that as the match progresses. We look over at Arizona United. They come in tonight with a record of 5-8-6, 21 points. This is the first meeting of the season between the two sides. And for United, their starting lineup tonight, pretty much as usual. Up top, Long Tan, who at one time was a member of the Whitecaps. He has been leading the offense for United, number 29.
Yeah, again, Arizona United looks strong up top. Only one change from Saturday, and that's Uchi's in for Daniel Antunes. So he's looking to shore up the defence. Obviously, they leaked an early goal on Saturday. They'll be looking not to do the same tonight. And they have a strong team out there. They'll be looking to get physical against these younger players from Vancouver Whitecaps too, and use their physical strength to get ahead in this game.
Karl Wasinski will get the start tonight in goal for United in 13 games. Karl has played very, very well. 17 goals allowed, 34 saves on the season, as you see Long Tan there getting ready for the match. As we go through the night, United had a pretty significant signing that was announced a couple of hours ago that we'll get into. Peter Ramage. That'll be a little bit later on in our broadcast tonight. Center referee tonight, kind of a story. Reina Fonseca, female in the middle tonight, and she'll be the center for the action tonight between the two sides. Small crowd on hand tonight here in the middle of summer, as you see Reina there. It's as mentioned, very, very difficult conditions for fans to come out, but nonetheless, some are out here tonight. For United, a chance to take down the top team in the USL Western Conference. For Whitecaps FC2, with several of their starters not here tonight, 7 changes in their lineup, this is an opportunity for some very young players. United is the oldest team in the USL in terms of average experience at 27 years of age. And this team that Whitecaps are putting out on the pitch tonight, FC2, Scotty, very, very surprising. But, you know, they played earlier this week, so fans know why they have such a young lineup.
Yeah, that's right. The first team actually played last night in Trinidad, and they won 1-0. And a lot of the Vancouver Whitecaps 2 players were called upon for the game. So that's why they've had to introduce some younger players tonight, which is great for the club, and it's a good sign that the club is producing a lot of good young players. So it'll be very interesting to see how they do tonight, and it's almost young v old.
Well, and when you have 17 and 18-year-olds out there, there may be some nerves for the first time being out, and this is not the most difficult environment for those young players to be in, where they've got thousands and thousands of fans. So a smart idea, and I think just for coach and for the lineup for WFC2. We'll whistle a foul. It'll be United in the red uniforms with the blue shorts moving from right to left across your screen. Whitecaps FC2 in the white and on defense.
Yeah, early free kick for Arizona United there. Long Tan did well, got his body in front and bought the free kick. So Luke Rooney with the early free kick chance.
Rooney playing up top tonight. Puts it in. See if United can keep it in the zone. Cortez played back. And United will reestablish. In the box, Long Tan tried to get the shot off, can't do it. Here's a shot and it's high. Oh, good opportunity for United. And Blackwood just skies it.
Well, that's a great opportunity for Blackwood. Inside the box, off the penalty box, and it sat up nicely for him. All he had to do was get over the top of the ball and keep it down, and he failed to do so.
So a good start for United. That was a problem here the other night against Tulsa, where United found themselves down early when a United player goes down hard to the turf. It's Julian. Move there. Wyszynski comes up with it for United.
Yeah, that was a good hit. Struck well from outside the box. Carl wasn't troubled, but good strike from Seymour there.
Seymour, 24 years of age, the veteran tonight out on the pitch for WFC2. 2.5 minutes into the match, we are scoreless here at the Peoria Sports Complex, Arizona United and Whitecaps FC2. Whitecaps FC2 atop the Western Conference standings in a 4-2-3-1 formation tonight. Good week of training for the boys, Scott?
Yeah, it was a quick turnaround from the Tulsa game on Saturday, so there wasn't too much work to be done. But Frank wasn't happy with the performance, so.
Now in the box, another opportunity and cleared away. Keeper Melvin getting on his teammates saying, let's get this out of here. You can see him gesturing to his back line. Throw in United. Far side, ball is loose. Good tip out by Melvin.
Yeah, good save by Melvin there. I think it was Ringhoff got it well. And was possibly finding the top corner, so good save there.
Played it in the box, and again, they're peppering shots on Melvin. 21-year-old residency program, WFC2 comes up with it. 5 Canadians in the starting lineup tonight for Vancouver, which you might expect.
Yeah, it's good tactics by Arizona United. They're testing the young goalkeeper out early on in the game. But he looks comfortable, and he's had a good start to the game so far.
Well, it's a better start than last week. Whistle and a foul. Reina Fonseca making the call tonight. United pushing up. And coming out is Melvin. Play it out. Hey, get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. Getting social with the USL. 4.5 minutes into the match, feeling out process for United. Ball played long, and Wyszynski let it roll out of bounds. It'll be United.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad idea. Haber just started his run a little bit too early and was caught too far in. He could have done with holding his run a little bit and staying wider, because it was a good ball. Just got caught underneath it.
Frank Yallop, head coach for Arizona United, sticking with the troops that have gotten here for most of the season. No real change in the lineup tonight. Although a new face, and actually a couple of signings by United here this week that we'll get into momentarily. Throw in. Gavin looking for Blackwood and headed away. United will take it. This is West. Way back, and United will reestablish. Ringhoff. Julian. Rooney pushing behind and tipped away by WFC2 throw-in Arizona United. Ball headed away. Now we go the other way. Ooh, nicely done, played off the ball, but whistle and a foul. We mentioned a new player for Arizona United, Peter Ramage from the EPL. And we'll get to him in a minute. It's pretty exciting news for United, but we'll get to him momentarily. Let's just see what happens here. As a Farmer with it, Farmer residency player, number 41, 21 years of age. Tonight, WFC2 has an 18-year-old on the field to start the match, a 17-year-old on the field to start the match. Now here's a ball played ahead. Blackwood in the foot race. Blackwood in the box. Blackwood slides in and it's taken away. Boy, he's had more opportunities like that and Blackwood's hurting down. Blackwood has had opportunities like that this season where he can't finish it. This doesn't look good.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay. He certainly went 100% into that tackle after a good run. And he's always willing to put his body on the line, so let's hope he's okay. Good stop by Melvin, came out well. But that was a dangerous time for the WFC2 back four.
That's a tough one to roll off the tongue, isn't
it? It sure is.
It's fine. We'll have fun with it during the night. We were informed that the Whitecaps FC2 does not want Vancouver. So Scott, every time that he says Vancouver, I get to slug him in the arm tonight. And if I say it, he gets to slug me in the nose. So hopefully I'm not bleeding before the night's over. They continue to look at the knee of Tyler Blackwood. And, it didn't look good. You hope that he's able to get up, obviously. It's one of those things in the final third, he's had opportunities this season. I think he's going to be able to pull himself up.
Yeah, he's obviously running at a good rate of knots there, and Melvin's coming out to meet him. Obviously, when there's a collision there, someone is going to get hurt, unfortunately. But let's hope he's okay. He's up on his feet, which is a good sign.
So Blackwood makes his way off the field. We'll see how quickly he's able to come back on. It'll be played back to Melvin. Melvin, Farmer, 21 years of age, off the residency team as well. Now here's a deep ball on a foot race, trying to get in, box, and played back. United able to chase it down. Uchi. West plays it down. Uchi gets a start tonight. The other night against Tulsa, he came off the bench, played up top. It's kind of fun to watch him in a different position.
Yeah, and he causes problems with his size and strength, but he's back into his familiar position tonight.
See him drop there, making a run, and now Uchi with the ball. How did he feel about his performance the other night up top, Scott?
Yeah, he was disappointed. He had a chance, and it just wouldn't quite fall for him, and he didn't get a shot off on goal. And so he was disappointed with that, but on the whole, he thought he did well when he came on, and he got some problems. But I think he's happy to be back where he belongs and back in the team. He did very well this season and was a regular, really, for the first part of the season. He slipped out of the team, but he's been given his chance tonight, so hopefully he takes it and is rewarded with a good performance.
63 Chung has been out there. He's not, he goes chases the ball right there. He's 17 years of age. Just had it tip off his boot and out of bounds. 17 years of age in the USL game. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good, and it's good to see. I hope Chung has a good game, and and he goes on to have a successful career.
There's Peter Ramage there in the orange boots. So this is a significant signing for Arizona United. We can go back to that shot of him and talk about him a little bit. See what happens here with Whitecaps FC2. With possession in the box, ring off. And it's cleared away in the midfield. We have a whistle and a foul. Back to Ramage. So United decides to bring a player in, Peter Ramage from the EPL Newcastle League. You see him there with the outstretched legs. There he is in the orange boots. Talk about him a little bit, because this is a big move for United.
Yeah, so Peter actually began his career at Newcastle United, came up through the youth ranks there and broke into the first team, and
there's a shot that's launched up into the crowd.
And played a total of 51 games for the first team at Newcastle after making his debut at Old Trafford against Manchester United. So he brings a wealth of experience, and he didn't come out from Newcastle. He came out from the lower leagues of England, but he's had a very successful career, obviously beginning at Newcastle and played at some other big clubs like Queen's Park Rangers and Coventry. So thankfully he's decided to come out. Obviously Mark Bircham has some strong contacts still in England, so thanks to those contacts we managed to bring someone of the caliber of Peter Ramage out. And
he's a big man just sitting there watching him.
Yeah, he's a big guy. You have to be to play at the back in the English Premier League.
Yeah,
you know, you've got to have size and strength, and Pete's a very good player, and he's still young. You know, he's not had any injuries in his career, so young and healthy. So he's been a great addition to the squad.
Rooney in the box. Oh, good opportunity for United. Cortez there and taken in by Melvin. Another good opportunity for United here, coming up on the 13-minute mark.
Yeah, it was another good chance. WFC2 don't look comfortable defending crosses and free kicks from the wide area, so that's something that Arizona United will look to do throughout the game. But so far, Melvin's come up strong for the Whitecaps 2 defence.
Almost got you there. Rooney. Flag up. Screaming for it. Instead it'll go kick for Melvin. Hey, Nike is a proud partner of the USL and USL Soccer. You can follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. That's at Nike Soccer on Twitter. 13 and a half minutes into the match here at Peoria, Arizona. It is Arizona United SC and Whitecaps FC2 scoreless on a very humid, muggy night, August night here in Peoria, Arizona. We're about 20 miles from downtown Phoenix, if you're wondering the location. This is the spring training home of the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres in the major leagues, and they turn it into a soccer pitch, and it's a good pitch.
Yeah, it's a great surface. They do a very good job of laying down the turf and creating a soccer field here, and coming to play on it. The boys get to train on it a couple times a week. So
there's Rooney leaves it off for Blackwood and puts it behind him. Oh, another good opportunity. Here's West, and West has it taken away. Played ahead. Uchi playing hard. The Sooner whistle. We go the other way.
Yeah, it was good play by Haber there, managing to take the ball off Adam West, who was in an advanced area, and played the ball forward, but good defending by Uchi.
Rooney. Rooney's got to be careful in terms of cards tonight. Rooney tried to get it to his left foot, couldn't do it. A little too much there. It's one touch more and perhaps United's on the board. Nice play by Uchi coming up. Taken away, now run by Whitecaps FC2, but ring off. Able to get it to West, and United will turn and go the other way.
Yeah, both teams looking to get forward when they can. Whitecaps looking to utilise the pace of Sanner up front, but Uchi and Julian Ringhoff have dealt with it so far. And likewise at the back for Whitecaps FC2, they've not been too troubled so far in the game. As I said before, just looking a little bit vulnerable from wide areas, but very strong when the play comes down through the middle.
Reminder, if you want to come out and watch Arizona United after tonight's match, next match at home will be August 13th, taking on San Antonio here at the Peoria Sports Complex. Go to ArizonaUnited.com. That's ArizonaUnited.com to get your tickets. Have a good time out here in Peoria. Rock Ranger and United shoot it in, and it's taken by Melvin.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to set up for the long throw there, but Vancouver Whitecaps too only sent one player out. So it created a 2v1 situation for Arizona United. So they played it short, but delivery's got to be better than that. Melvin's comfortable coming for high balls, so I think if you play it a little bit further away from him so he can't come for it, and with a bit more pace, it will give the United offense something to attack.
Throw in. Here comes United. The run here, Blackwood. Blackwood leaves it off. Put in the middle. Was it a handball? Here's a shot. It's knocked wide. United is saying handball. Long Tan can't believe it. Referee Reina Fonseca didn't see that. Corner kick.
No, didn't see too much in it. Good defending by WFC2.
See this again.
They got bodies back. It's difficult to say. The ball definitely pops up in the air. It's difficult. It wasn't ball to hand.
Rooney. Played in, far post. In the air, Uchi knocked to the turf. We go the other way. And there's Sean Melvin, 21-year-of-age keeper. "18 minutes into the match, scoreless. Whitecaps FC2 10-4-6 with 36 points in the season. They've scored 11 more goals than United. If you look at United's troubles this season, at 5 wins, 8 losses, and 6 draws at just 21 points, it's right there. It's lack of offense.
Yeah, goals win games.
Blackwood, speaking of opportunity, Blackwood has it kicked away again. Another good run for United.
Yeah, and great tackle by Green there. He comes across to help Farmer out and times his tackle perfectly and stops Tyler Blackwood from putting Arizona United 1-0 up.
Here is Rooney. Been a good first almost 20 minutes for United tonight. They're getting some chances and some opportunities.
United looking to pile the ball on Melvin there.
Rooney short. Tan can't find it. It's cleared away. Played back to Wyszynski. United with 6 points separating them from being in the playoffs right now. Devastating loss here on Saturday night. Got to put it behind them. And the theme here tonight is try to get one against the top team, and whether they're shorthanded or not, that's irrelevant. It matters that you're at home and that you're able to put more than just a point on the board tonight at home.
Yeah, make no mistake, it's not an easy game for United tonight against a young Whitecaps FC2 team. But they are top of the table, and the table doesn't lie. And I'm sure they've called upon many of these young players during the season so far. Anyway, so they'll have some experience. And they'll be looking to take their opportunity tonight and shine.
Here's a shot. Wyszynski kicks it aside. Haber put it up there. And Carl dove and knocked it away.
Yeah, I don't think Carl was in any danger of getting beaten at the near post there, but good shot by Haber. Could have been sneaking in the near post possibly. But good play, positive play by Haber, and a shot on target.
So a corner now for WFC2. In the box, tried to be headed in, knocked away, shot knocked down. Chase given, throw in. Seafew. WFC2 all jammed up, 4 players very close to one another. United able to be there. Shot knocked down.
Yeah, it's very narrow for Whitecaps FC2 there. Oh, and that's a good opportunity. Sanner did very well under pressure to get a shot off. And
Carl Wasinski is saying, put your flag up. He's not happy.
I think he's looking for an offside signal, but
He's really not happy looking for that offside.
what you need there is your back four to all have their hand up, and sometimes that sways the decision of the linesman when none of the back four put their hand up. Then he doesn't really think that it's offside, even though it could have been.
You keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com. USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. Now here's Blackwood making a run. We have a whistle. We go the other way. Reina Fonseca, female referee. We think this may be the first time that there's been a female ref, a center ref, which is great. I don't care one way or the other if it's male, female. Just are you competent? You get the job done. In this day and age, it's not that big of a deal to me. Do you think the players look at it any differently?
No, I don't think so. I think the players are focused on the game. And, a good referee will go through the game unnoticed. You won't remember many of the decisions, and that's what Reina will be looking to do tonight. And I'm sure the players will be trying to help her out there. And as a player, you want a game. You want a game that runs smoothly. You don't want the referee to be stepping in all the time. So.
Sure. There's West. West puts it in the box, and again, Melvin. I don't have the stat sheet in front of me, but that's got to be a half dozen shots here.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that you're testing the young keeper early on, but you're not really troubling him there. And
Uchi fighting. She's going to let him play. Now here's West. West for United. United on the attack. Blackwood. Play back, and here's Rooney. United can get one across the stripe and take some pressure off. Sometimes you feel like watching them play, they're trying to score 4 goals at once, which isn't possible. You just got to get that first one across and get a little bit of momentum here tonight.
Yeah, and I think you have to start by putting balls in better areas so that it gives the attacker something to get in the end of. It's difficult enough as a forward trying to score goals, but if the delivery is not quite up to scratch, then it makes your job a lot harder.
Whitecaps FC2 now with possession. 24 minutes into the match, scoreless. There's Frank. Frank Yallop. Think he's happy with what he sees so far?
Yes and no. He's not seen too many shots on target, but they haven't conceded an early goal, which they did last week, so that's a good sign, and they're still in the game. They haven't really started the game yet, but they've looked dangerous when they've got the ball wide, and the Whitecaps FC2 back four don't look all that confident when Arizona United can get the ball in the box away from Melvin. But that's just not been the case all too often. We've seen Melvin come out and collect far too many crosses tonight. So Frank will be so. But he'll be looking for a lot more from his side in the second half of the first half.
Now goes to United. Reading Frank's comments after the loss on Saturday night, he wasn't happy, and that was a frustrating performance.
Yeah, clearly he wasn't happy. The team started the game very badly, and you want to see a reaction, and they kind of huffed and puffed and got themselves back in the game. An own goal by Schaefer, and then they had a 5-10 minute spell after the goal where they looked like they were going to get back in the game.
Here's a shot that's just wide, way out, 30 yards out, put on frame, and that had Melvin diving.
Yeah, it did. Melvin looked to be in a little bit of trouble. Silva hits it with a lot of bend with the outside of his foot, and it's dipping there, which caused Melvin problems. but good signs from Arizona United there. All season the fans have been encouraging to shoot from outside the box, and a couple of weeks back we saw Chris Cortez hit one in from 30 yards, and it's good to see more and more players trying their luck from distance.
There's a flick ahead. It's a little too hard, and Melvin will corral it in. 7 games here in the month of August for Arizona United. That's a lot. And this stretch will test their depth. We mentioned the new player Peter Ramage earlier.
That's a bad tackle.
Now we've got Long Tan in the middle of it. Center referee Reina Fonseca.
I think Wynn's happy to walk away with a yellow card there. You never like to see players getting sent off, but I don't think he was in control of his body there. Quite clearly lunges with 2 feet there. The rule book says if you lunge with 2 feet, if both feet are off the ground, then that's a red card. He's lucky not to catch Blair Gavin there.
Think there should be a replay in this league? Play like that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you want to stop the game all that much. You know what?
It's all over sports. I'm just asking. I hear it from fans. Here's Tan. And I agree with you. You know, you stop it, stop play.
Yeah, but I think the general feeling in the soccer community is that the decisions always even themselves up. You might get a couple decisions in a game, a couple decisions might go against you. It's part of the game, and you know, if you get a bad decision and you lose a goal from it, just roll your socks up and go and try and score another goal. And you know, that's the way it goes. I know play gets broken down a lot in other sports, baseball and football and basketball, and there's something nice about soccer, how it's free flowing.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, it's a good debate though, and it's definitely been raised, and with the introduction of goal line technology and things like that, it's obviously a hot topic.
Well, and if you get into the World Cup, is that a handball? If you get into the World Cup and it's the finals, you start looking at it and saying, do you institute it? But a play like that from a couple of moments ago, by now we probably would have had 5-6 replays, and there may have been a decision. But I tend to agree with you. It does even itself out.
Yeah, but Reina's done very well so far. She's let the game flow.
Uchi lays it down, was looking for Blackwood, nothing. Now, what makes this sport so great is that it does flow for 45 minutes and stoppage time. Here's Chung, the 17-year-old. Chung. It's taken down.
Yeah, good play by Chung there, positive play. A nice little give and go there. Adam West did well. Conceded the corner, but good play by Chung there.
Do players know on the opposition, I got a 17-year-old on me tonight? Does that mean anything?
I mean, I would. I remember being a 17-year-old making my debut for Aberdeen and getting a rough time off the opposing team's right winger.
Yeah.
You know, you do sense it. You sense a bit of nerves, but there's always an unexpectedness of you're not sure what a 17-year-old's going to produce. So you always have to be on your toes, regardless of the age of the player.
Ball played in and headed away. And played back. There's the 17-year-old. He looks like a 17-year-old. Watch him up close.
Yeah, he looks young.
Walk out on the field and say, I'm going to get after the 17-year-old tonight. But for him, I'm going to show him. They're going to take a water break
That's
here.
it. Yeah, as a 17-year-old.
It's great for the league, I think.
Yeah, you're fearless. You don't have any worries. He's obviously one of the top players coming through the residency or wherever he's came from, so he's clearly high in confidence. And as a player, I always loved seeing young players come into the side. You know, they bring some energy, and we see there him advancing into a very forward position there and forcing a corner. And it's great to see.
The 17-year-old left back, this is his 14th start, 15th appearance of the season. It's the first time that we have seen Whitecaps FC2, so that's why we're making such a big deal out of this. British Columbia native, ranked 18th on the USL 20 under 20 released last week, has 2 assists on the season for Chung, number 63. It's over there bent over, now standing up. He's on the 20 for 20 list. You ever make lists? Scott Morrison, 18th best, or?
I mean, throughout my youth career, I was always involved with the Scottish youth setup from U16s.
Okay, you're being very humble here. Were you like number 1, number 10, number 20?
I mean, it would
People
go.
knew who you were.
I think in Scotland and Britain, we don't do it quite so rigidly.
I see what you're saying.
You don't have to be given the
You
title of being the number 5th best young
you just
player.
walk out
in
on the field,
USL.
it's like, that is Morrison.
Well, I mean, if you make the Scotland under 16 team, you are one of the top 20 players in the country at your age group.
And you did.
Yes, yeah, consistently made it right the way through to the Scottish under 21 setup.
And I like
so it was
that
a great
answer.
experience.
I seriously like that answer. I love that answer.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of it's more team orientated, and
Yes.
and if you're good enough, you'll prove that you're good enough, and you'll go on and have a successful career, and you'll make a lot of money, and you'll make the headlines. And it's less about making the headlines when you're that age. At 17, 18, you're not. Let's say your feet are kept on the ground.
Yeah.
You know,
You're humble.
You're humble. You're made to work for.
No, here's Uchi getting after it. No, I think it's not to go into too much of a debate here about this, but in our country, in the United States, there is entirely too much made of lists. I'm on a list. Well, you're 11. Okay, got it. We rank 5th graders in this. You know, okay. Hopefully this kid's going to be really good, but
Yeah,
now
that's it.
Now in his club program, it's, well, I've been rated, my son has been rated the ball played into the box, far side, Blackwood goes up 50-50. It's taken by FC2. I mean, I see that in club soccer. Parents
Yes.
tell me my son was, or my daughter was ranked 10 to watch, and well, how old is she? She's 8. Got it. That's great.
Yeah.
Knock yourself out.
That's it. I mean, yeah, and a lot's made of it, and it is the way it is. It's a culture, and the parents had it that way, and then they like to see their kids getting
Flags
brought
up.
up the same way. Yeah, Chris Cortez coming in a little late on green there, but from my youth days, I only remembered the meaningful occasions, winning the Scottish Youth Cup final at Hampden against Celtic, or it wasn't any accolades that you got as a youth player, or you know, it was winning things, and I think that's what is instilled in you, and it keeps that desire to go on and make the headlines.
When you're coaching, or not coaching, but you do a lot of youth clinics with Arizona United, and you go out and you meet with a lot of these clubs, do you try to send that message to the clubs of, guys, be humble, don't worry about the list and all that stuff. It will take care of itself. If you can play, they'll find you.
Yeah, I think I always emphasize player development, and that's most important for the youth players in Arizona. And it's not about what team you're on, if you're on this youth club or that youth club. It's all about individual player development, and it's seeing players become professional or go into colleges and have successful college careers, because not everyone's fortunate enough to be a professional.
Sure. I just dropped my daughter off in college in Chicago for her junior year. She's on a soccer scholarship, and it's a small little private NAIA Christian school, and she loves soccer, and it's paying for her education, and that's it. She's not going to go play for the Olympic team, which, by the way, won today, 2-0. That's right, the Olympic girls team is already playing. Carly Lloyd and Alex Morgan scored goals today against New Zealand, and the women win 2-0 in the Olympics. They haven't had the opening ceremonies yet, and they've already played a match. Go figure. Here in the 35th minute, Scott and I have been talking about philosophy of coaches and youth league, and on the pitch, it's gone back and forth. Here's a shot that's just wide. Wasinski could not get a hand on it.
I think he did.
Did he get a finger?
It didn't look like it, but looks like the official's
They're
given a
gonna give
corner kick.
No, you're right. Let's see it again.
Safu cuts in on his right foot, and
Ooh,
it doesn't look like the ball changes direction all that much.
fingernail?
Must have been fingertips.
Yeah.
Good play by Safu, though. It looked dangerous coming in on his right foot there from the left.
And Carl doesn't argue. And Carl would argue if it was not the correct call. So Safu's going to make his way over, a long, gingerly stroll.
He can be in the box, but he can't rise under mountain.
Here in the 37th minute. Ball played in, it's short. Handball it looked like, and it goes off of United.
I don't know if it was intended. Green made the run to the front post, but I don't know what he's really going to do with a ball like that. If that's to his head, then he can flick it on, but very difficult to do anything with that to his feet.
Ball played in, headed out.
Had the exact same corner.
Tan gets thrown to the turf. Here's Blackwood. Blackwood pushed off the ball, whistle foul. It's a good foul,
Yeah,
otherwise Blackwood had open real estate.
Yeah, it is. It's a good foul by the Whitecaps FC2 player there. Luckily, Tyler Blackwood doesn't make too much of it. Or else if the player goes down there, then you may be getting a yellow card because it's clear obstruction.
Now United. Cortez, Gavin, ring off, Julian. Now it's played down. Blackwood gives chase. Here's Blackwood. In the box, Rooney on his left boot, shot. Here's post, nothing there.
Yeah, he's going to do well to beat Melvin at his near post there. Your best bet is to try and put the ball across the goal. At least you make Melvin make a save and maybe push it out to someone following in.
38th minute, scoreless. Flag is up.
Sloppy play from Safi because it's a great switch of play. Actually kicks the ball away there.
Ball's kicked away, and center goes over and says, Soifu, what are you doing? No more of this.
I would be arguing in my case if I was him. He clearly kicked the ball away. And you're only going to argue your way into the book there and earn a yellow card, so your best just to be quiet and walk away.
Ring off. Ball play back. It gets past Rooney. Oh, that looked like good spacing for United and an opportunity.
Yeah, it was good spacing from the front four, but you want to see the more defensive midfielders back up the play there.
Here's Uchi on the run. Uchi on the run. Uchi taken down. And Uchi's grabbing his knee. His left knee.
Goes there, but Uchi steps into midfield. Frano matches him all the way.
When it's hard on it, he'll be able to get up, walk it off. I love his motor, you know? I mean, that's a motor. It's actually a diesel truck. It's not just a motor. Not like a motor in a Pinto or something. He gets after it. If you're trying to get again, you're going up against him. How's that working for you? Rooney, 30 yards. Instead taking it from Uchi, had it and skied it. Oh, and puts his hands on his head like, I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity. Adam West with a delivery to the back post and puts it in nicely, and Uchi tried to guide it in with his left foot. He doesn't get in those areas often, but you always fancy Uchi when he gets into those areas.
Here's Melvin, who's been busy in this first half for WFC2. 40th minute. United with several shots. None really makes Melvin work. Dan gives chase. WFC2 playing with 7 new faces in their lineup tonight. Several of their young players, residency team players. A couple of teenagers tonight. No substitutions yet for either side.
Good bit of possession by Arizona United. Now moving the ball about, passing it about nicely, looking for that opportunity to play forward.
Slowing it down, becoming very straightforward.
Yeah, but
Switch the field, which is fine.
yeah, which is fine, and you're moving the Whitecaps FC2 players the whole time you keep the ball. You're making them work, and you're just looking for that opportunity to play forward when one of the players switches off, maybe leaves a gap.
Off Gavin, throw in WFC2. Ring off goes to the turf. Tackle there by Silva, trying to break it out. Now a run. FC2 plays it ahead. Carl comes off his line. And we have a whistle. Did not see a flag. And I see the center.
I think it was Brock Granger picked up a yellow card there for a late tackle. We didn't quite see
that.
what happened. It was maybe a little bit late. She's given a free kick, so it must have been a foul on possibly Safu there.
Yellow card assessed. Arizona United SC's number 4, Brock Granger, inside the
So let's see if we can see it here.
Yeah, Blair Gavin plays it short.
Right there.
Frano nips in there. Yeah, it's a little late, but usually when the game goes on, you don't tend to bring it back. Really, it was a wasted opportunity by Whitecaps FC2 there.
See it again. Makes the dive in. Right, coming up here.
He went for the ball. It was an honest tackle.
That's what I
He didn't
think.
get there.
Yeah.
It was a harsh one for Brock Granger there, especially when the play went on. But Reiner's done a really good job in the game so far. Now, she hasn't given the free kick, so I wonder if Brock Granger will get his yellow card rescinded.
That was a delay of trying to figure it out. We'll go the other way. Minute and a half through the first 45, and then we'll have some stoppage time. Scoreless. Ring off. Tan with the header, trying to get it ahead to Blackwood. Julian goes off the side of his foot, popped in the air, 50-50 taken by WFC2 and will be played back.
Whitecaps FC2 are happy to take the sting out of the game whenever they get the ball.
They have a 1-point lead atop the table in the Western Conference. 10-4-6. This is a team a year ago. This is just their second year of existence that really struggled at times last season.
Yeah, I think these MLS2 teams do struggle in the first year.
Tan.
Trying to figure out the balance.
Played into the box. Blackwood back. Here's a shot that's just high and grabbed by Melvin. Oh, good opportunity for United. Go the other way. Uchi. Control possession here, boys. Going the tunnel down one. Play back. All through. Musinski comes off his line. He's out. Shot score. Could see it coming. Flag is not up.
Oh, and it's Haber, is it, that puts it in the back of the net? And that's when Arizona United are at their most vulnerable. When they go forward, they throw bodies forward, they leave themselves bare at the back. And just like Saturday, they've been punished again there on the breakaway.
Seymour with a nice assist, it looked like, on that one. And Carl came off his line, and you could see the buildup coming, and you could see the end result before it even happened. Vancouver leading 1-0.
Well, that's a risk you take, trying to get a goal before half-time. Arizona United threw bodies
Vancouver
forward.
Whitecaps
Had a good strike at goal by Luke Rooney, which was saved by Melvin, but then they go forward and score on the counter and go one up just before half-time at a good time for Whitecaps FC2.
Advance report official on the field has indicated that there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage
3 minutes of stoppage time now in this first half.
But now you see Arizona United playing the ball with a little bit more zip, knowing now that they have to get back in the game.
And scoring goals has come at a premium for them this season. It's been a struggle.
It has. It's not easy, and it's not just down to the forwards. It's a team effort. It's about distribution. And here we go, Whitecaps FC2 on the breakaway again.
Another one, ring off on defense, and Carl bats it away. Boy, FC2 is coming right at him. Ball's loose in the box and knocked out of bounds. Oh,
that was a great save by Carl there. We're right behind that one, and that was traveling into the top corner. Good play by Safu. Cuts down the line onto his left foot and hits an early shot that was traveling. And Arizona United fortunate for the ball to ricochet off Adam West and out for a corner. Whitecaps FC2 in no rush to take the set piece here.
they're happy to go in up one. Soifu's going in terms of his own speed. And Bullhorn guys getting after him. Played in the box. Ball's loose. Now played ahead. Here's Tan. 1-on-3. 1v3. What can Long do? Now 1v1. Got Blackwood making a run. He had him. Tan still with him. Here's Rooney. Rooney shot goes high and wide.
Yeah, long time on the break there, but Whitecaps SC2 got back in numbers and ended up with a 3v1 situation in their favour. So Long did the right thing, waited for support. Rooney hits it from distance, catches it well, but well wide of the goal.
Here in stoppage time, first half here at the Peoria Sports Complex. Arizona United, Whitecaps FC2. Whitecaps FC2 scoring right before the 45th minute, leading 1-0. And that's that. Whistle blows, we have come to the end of the first half. Frustrating first half, as you can see there by Tyler Blackwood. Arizona United with many more opportunities, but they walk off the pitch down at the half, 1-0.
Stretched out to the middle, back to
Broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. That's in! Rochester
stretched out to the middle. Back to Green.
Broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Gerardo Fords. It's in! Rochester has the lead, and again, it's St. Louis.
Ladies and gentlemen, participating on the north side of the field, please welcome members of the XL Soccer Academy. And on the south end, please welcome Jeff Penzone of Arizona United, who is with contestants for tonight's Crossbar Challenge from the CCV Stars Soccer Club. Take it away, Jeff.
Test 1, 2. Hey, welcome everybody to good evening. Test 1, 2. All right, we'll get this going. Hey, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Half and Crossbar Challenge. We got some here tonight from CCV. They are fired up. I talked to these guys before we got on the field, and they are ready to roll. So I'm gonna have them introduce themselves, and we are going to see how well these guys can hit a crossbar. So who's gonna go first here? Eric Dilliard. Let's hear it for Eric. Right out of the gate. All right, who's next? Jay Peterson. All right, Jay, let's see what you got. That's a good hit there, Jay. Just missed. All right, who's next? Brian Young. Okay, Brian, let's see what you got. Brian went big right there. Let's go ahead. Thanks. Ryan Shire says I need D batteries here. Okay, who's next? Don Polan. All right, Don, let's see that rip on frame. Not bad. Go for the post instead of the crossbar. All right, who's next? All right, Tyler Collins. I don't know. He keeps running out, but that's okay. All right, Tyler Collins. He's got the. Last shooter it's Cass Severino. These gentlemen. All right, Cass. Nice, good shot. Hey, let's give these guys. Great job, coaches of CCB. Enjoy the second half. We look forward to seeing you guys back here on July 13th. Game time 30. Thanks again and have a great night.
Thanks very much, Jeff Penzone. Come on, fans, let's give one more round of applause for all tonight's contestants. Fans, reading for 20 minutes per day helps build a strong, lifelong reading habit in the Maricopa County Library District wants to help everyone get started. Head to MaricopaCountyReads.org to register and begin to log your reading this summer. Just 20 minutes per day will get you entered for free prizes all summer long. This summer, beat the heat by diving into a good book. Up-and-coming country superstar.
ball stretched out to the middle. Back to Cruz.
Broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. It's in. Rochester has the lead in St. Louis.
Getting ready for second half action here at the Peoria Sports Complex with Scott Morrison, the great former United player. I'm Brad Susmat. Arizona United SC and WFC 2. And here at the half, Whitecaps FC 2 leading by a score of 1-0. There were not many highlights in the first half, other than United had quite a few shots on goal, but we do have the one goal of the night. And let's go back and see some of the highlights here.
Yeah, United started the game positively. Tyler Blackwood getting a number of opportunities, but this was Seymour driving in with a shot with his left foot.
Nice save by Carl. This has been the story of the half, though, coming down one side, usually the left side.
Yep, predominantly down the left side, but here we see good time run by Haber there, and takes his goal very well.
Seymour with a great assist.
Seymour with a great assist with the outside of his right foot.
So that was the one goal of the first half, and that's why WFC 2 is leading by a score of 1-0 after 45 minutes and some stoppage time. The numbers from the first half for United and Whitecaps FC 2. You look at the numbers and a lot of shots for Arizona United.
Yeah, clearly Arizona United leading in the shots to goal ratio, but yeah. But it's the goals that count,
Yep.
you know. And at the end of the day, but, you know, you look at that, you see the Whitecaps FC2 have committed more fouls, so that says something. It shows that they're up for the game. But I would say Arizona United probably had the better of the game, but didn't manage to take their chances and got punished for it.
We'll have second half action coming up after this timeout from the Peoria Sports Complex. Whitecaps FC 2 leading 1-0.
Stretched out to the middle. Back to Cruz.
Broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. It's in. Rochester has the lead in St. Louis.
Second half action just getting underway. Arizona United in the red, moving from left to right across your screen on the stream. Thanks for watching us on ArizonaUnited.com and WFC2 on their web stream as well tonight here in Peoria, Arizona. All played far down, and United now with an opportunity. Blackwood has it knocked out of bounds. So we're up here in the booth, and I know that they want to get a shot of us up here. So, you know, I got the salmon thing going, and Scott's got me outclassed tonight by a long ways, which is fine. It's fine. What do you make out of this first half?
Well, as I said before, Arizona United had the better of the play, but Whitecaps too were clinical.
There's a shot, and it's just wide. Oh, speak of clinical.
Yeah, and that's been the difference of the game so far. Tyler Blackwood with another good opportunity there, but just drags his shot wide, and that's been the story so far for Arizona United.
So tough. It was a good throw-in, and then United just has it right there on the doorstep.
He knows it. Good opportunity.
Those are ones that will keep you awake at night, right? Here's a shot. Wazinski knocks it down. Flag is up. Yep, offside. Good call there. Tell you what, Saifu has been peppering United tonight. Elena Fonseca, our referee tonight. I hear Bullhorn Man down behind Melvin, the keeper for WFC2, and I wonder if a residency. Ooh, that's the new one. It's Ramage.
Yeah, it looks like Peter Ramage has come on for Uchi. Straight swap there. Trying to shore up the back line there. I'm sure Frank Yallop will be delighted to have Peter Ramage in the side.
Again, if you're just joining us, Ramage, significant signing for United. EPL. Here's a shot. Again, it's knocked down. Whatever Frank Yallop said at halftime, they're coming out and they're getting after it.
Yeah, as a manager, when you go into the half 1-0 down, you always want to see a reaction from your players come the start of the second half, and they've certainly done that so far, and all they need now is to score while they're on top of the game.
Silva in the box, ball's loose, knocked down, and we go the other way. But right back to United. Here's Rooney. Rooney will settle. Played into the box. Blackwood with two on him. Blackwood. And it's taken away.
Yeah, good defensive play by Whitecaps FC2 there.
United keeps the pressure up. Gavin. Rooney. Looking for Tan. It's just a little too far.
Again, it's just another ball floated into the box for Melvin to come in and grab. And each one that comes in and Melvin's able to take it like that, his confidence grows and grows. As a goalkeeper, you don't want to do that as the opposition team.
Sure. Blackwood cut in, the pass was outside.
But good signs from United. Rooney had a good shot, hit the post there. Unlucky not to come back out to United player. Following up with a rebound. But we've seen a reaction from them, and
here's Ramage now, the new player for United.
Yeah, Whitecaps SC2 haven't really managed to get out their own half, other than the shot from Safu.
Yep. Ooh, Rooney gives chase and swing and a miss. No, you're right, they can't get it out of their own zone. Soifu out of bounds. Granger will throw it in.
Yeah, good defending from Granger there, tracked to flight the ball well and managed to put enough pressure on Safu, who took a bad touch as a result.
Bring off and switch it over to Ramage. Just watching Ramage in the early minutes here, he's just an impressive physical specimen out on the field for United.
Yeah, and he's actually played a part in the two chances Arizona United have had in the second half. They've come from long throw-ins, and Ramage has been the one that's managed to get the flick on.
Now here's a push and a hand right to the face of Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin caught with a flailing hand there. There wasn't too much intent, but Reina, the official, saw enough to give a free kick.
Free kick for United. It'll be Rooney. Silva, Rooney. Rooney's put his boot on the ball a few times tonight. No result yet. Here's Rooney in the box. Will give and go, but kept in. Shot from too far out. Not much is going to happen on that. It's back to ring off.
It's good possession from United in the attacking third, but they really want to get the ball wider. Everything's coming down the middle, and Whitecaps FC2 are managing to soak up all the pressure.
It's played back to Ramage, the new addition for United. Pretty excited to see him out there.
Yeah, I mean, he's no thrills. He's not going to be doing step overs and getting the fans off their seats, but he's going to be a real good addition to the squad, and with his experience is really going to help the players around him.
Here's Rooney. Played back. Ramage. United coming out, putting some pressure on early here in this second half. No result though up on the board.
Well, again, it's the final end product there from Silva. It's really a simple ball out to Adam West there, but it just needs to be played with more pace, because West was in a good area, a good advanced area, but Silva wasn't able to find him.
Here's a turnover. Trying for the give and go, and West will go track it down for United. 52nd minute.
A slack play from both teams really there.
The ball will be played back to Melvin. Hey, Nike Soccer, go to NikeSoccer.com, a big part of the USL. Nike Soccer, get your soccer gear and check it out at Nike.com/soccer. With Scott Morris and Brad Sussmad, Peoria Sports Complex. Arizona United, 5-8-6 on the season, 21 points. Looking up at the top team in the Western Conference, Whitecaps FC2, 10-4-6, 36 points. Tonight though, Whitecaps FC2 missing 3 of their top players, 7 changes in their lineup. United is down 1-0. A lot of chances, a lot of opportunities for United. In terms of shots, I wouldn't say too many shots that have made Melvin, the keeper, work.
No, and Whitecaps FC2 showing why they're top of the league. And when you are top of the league, you've got that extra bit of confidence, and you don't need 5 or 6 chances.
Yep.
You only need maybe 1 or 2, and you take those chances. And that's the difference between the teams at the top of the league and the teams at the bottom of the league.
And Soifu now put a good move on Granger. Soifu to the middle of the field. Carl's out, shot scored. Wow.
Yeah, and Soifu with a really good finish there. After good play, cuts inside, and he's been dangerous all night and gets a reward there with his goal.
Well, this one, he just made a move on Granger and gets inside of him. And Brock hands him off. Ramage couldn't get there. Carl came off his line, and that's that.
And Arizona United had bodies back. They had 3 against 2 there in their favour. But Safu, it's always difficult to defend. If you have a player running at you at speed, and he's obviously got good skill to go with it, then it's very difficult to defend. And United weren't able to close him down. And maybe they could have shown him onto his left foot. He's always trying to get on his stronger right foot. But once he gets on his right foot there, then he makes no mistake with that finish and fires it into the bottom corner.
So Sofoyu inside the 53rd minute. And just like that, United facing a big hole.
And they've got an uphill task now. 2 goals behind. Not really looking like they're going to score so far in the game, so something's going to have to change for Arizona United.
Head coach Frank Yallop, what can he do up top? What can he change? Who can step forward? To this point tonight, Longtan has not had a shot on goal. It's been primarily Luke Rooney and Tyler Blackwood. There's Melvin. Soifu settles. Well, you know, United in the first 5 minutes of this match, Scotty, I thought had Whitecaps on their heels some.
They
And
did.
now it just feels like, yeah, it feels like they've settled in. Whitecaps FC2's just settled into themselves, and now they're up 2-0, just very methodically. Like you said, they are playing like the best team in the Western Conference, even without their best players here tonight.
Yeah, but what happens is at clubs like these, all the players train together. So the older players set the standard in training, and that's what gets the results on a Saturday. And so all these players have been training at a high level, high intensity.
Rooney.
That's clearly rubbed off on the team as a whole, because the standards are set. These players know that they come in, they have to meet certain standards, and they've certainly done that tonight.
There's 5 Canadians on this roster. They have great support. They've been here since Saturday and have been training here since Saturday. In fact, I'm not sure if they were here for the Tulsa match. People have said that they were here for that.
Yeah, the coaches were here. I believe the coaches were in the stand watching the game, scouting. So they'll have done their homework.
Ranger comes off.
Yeah, that'll be a straight swap, I believe. Daniel Antunes going on to right back in place of Brock.
Throw into the box, ball's loose. Can someone get a shot off? Ramage cannot. Some little indecision there to pull the trigger, it looked like.
Yeah, a little bit of indecision, but again, causing trouble in the Whitecaps FC2 penalty box. And Arizona United look dangerous when they get the ball in the area. They just haven't been able to do that consistently throughout the game.
.50 taken by FC2. WFC2. You can punch me now. Our Floodstream broadcast crew tonight: Alan Heil, David Heil, Steve Douglas, James, Jesus, Josh, Big Bad Eddie Valencia. They are getting it done here tonight in tough conditions to bring you tonight's stream. I will tell you, when Scott and I were here at 5 o'clock, starting our preparation as Rooney puts it into the zone. And it's Tan now. Tan played back, and there's a shot that's just airmailed. To say it was steamy and uncomfortable here at the stadium would be an understatement. Not that you guys care, but it's not the easiest of conditions for these, especially the guys out in the field. I mean, Alan and David and Steve are air conditioned. They are just, they're babies about this. On the other hand, James, Jesus, Josh, and Eddie deserve all the credit, all the pay, all everything tonight, because they're out in these conditions. We have no monsoon action tonight, which would make it even more fun. Cameraman, monsoon, dust storm equals really entertaining. But we appreciate the crew at the Floodstream and the great job that they do, minus their leader, Joe Pashley. 59th minute.
Great ball by Silva. Lovely switch of play out to West.
In the box.
Just looks like the Whitecaps FC2 players just want it more at this minute in time. They're obviously high in confidence. They're winning 2-0. They've got a spring in their step. But now it's up to United to roll up their sleeves and fight their way back into this game. There's still half an hour left, plenty of time.
Rooney. See if they can get one here. Silva. Here's Tan off his boot and out of bounds. Been a tough night for Long Tan, I'd say, to this point.
Yeah, Long's not been too involved in the game so far. He'll be looking to do well tonight as well up against his old team. It's just not happened for him tonight. But as I said, he's still got half an hour to prove his worth, and
he can do that.
Of course he can. You know, Long doesn't have to be in the game for long periods of time, and he's still dangerous when he gets on the ball inside the box, but he's not had much to feed off tonight, in all fairness to him.
West looking for Blackwood, who's on the run. Here's Blackwood, tries to settle in the box and tipped away.
Yeah, good recovery from Chung there. He gets back in well and stops Blackwood.
There's Antunes.
Again, though, it's that floated ball in from Melvin. He's gaining in confidence each one he catches.
And he's had a lot of them tonight.
He has.
Little balloon balls. Swayfield.
I mean, those ones are fine if you keep them away from the goalkeeper, because you're making the defence work. And sometimes with those high floated balls, it's hard to get any distance on a headed clearance. But when it's too close to the goalkeeper, you just make life easy for him.
Flags up. And you can see that one coming. Cortez.
Arizona United SC substitution.
Here's a substitution now for
Forward,
United.
number 11, Sam Garza. Replacing number 17, midfielder Tyler Blackwood.
So Sam Garza comes in. Tyler Blackwood, who's exerted a lot of energy tonight, has made a lot of runs, comes out. Here's Sam Garza on the pitch tonight. What do they want to see out of Sam?
Well, you want to see a little bit of creativity. Sam will play on the left side here, right-footed, looking to see from him what Safu's managed to do tonight, cut in on his stronger right foot and have shots at goal, get service in and following crosses that are coming in from the right-hand side and get his name on the score sheet. He's scored a couple of goals so far this season, so he showed that he can find a way to the net, and that's much needed for Arizona United at this point in time.
Enough. We're back. United is home next on August 13th against San Antonio. You can get your tickets at ArizonaUnited.com, ArizonaUnited.com if you've not been out to see United in action. Here's Longtan. Gives chase, and here's a shot by Antunes. It's just knocked down. Not much of an opportunity there. And it'll go over to United with the throw-in.
Well, it was a half chance. You never know what can happen when you hit the ball. Through the bodies, it can ricochet or...
Like last week, the own goal that they had.
Yeah, true.
Against Tulsa.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly. So
Just put it in there. Something may happen.
yeah, Silva with a long throw. Arizona United have looked dangerous from these so far.
Ball's loose. Header right to Melvin.
Again, causing problems with that long throw, and it's a good sign, and Arizona United really need to play off that and try and earn more throw-ins. It's a dangerous situation.
There's a ball played ahead. Ball comes off his line.
But there again, going from attack into defense, Arizona United need to be careful. They're throwing bodies forward, but they're leaving themselves open at the back. And Whitecaps SC2 are so dangerous on that counter-attack. Have proven so in the first half of the goal.
Substitution into the match, midfielder number 42, Jordan Haynes. Replacing defender number 62, Declan Wynn.
So substitution. Haynes is in. Jordan Haynes, number 60 or 42 rather, and he comes in for Wynn, 62. So Wynn is off the pitch.
Yeah, Wynn did well tonight. Obviously, a fellow left back like myself, I always keep an eye out for left backs who are playing, and he definitely caught my eye tonight and didn't give Long Tan much of a sniff throughout the game. All credit to him.
Played in the box. Tunez will track it down. Daniel played back. Here's Rooney with an opportunity. Left foot shot. Score! Luke Rooney puts it in the back of the net. And United closes the gap to 2-1.
Yeah, good finish by Rooney. Cuts in on his left peg and sticks it past Melvin. Finally, just finds half a yard there, and Melvin's got no chance.
Nice job by Luke Rooney.
Yeah, Arizona United back in the game now. Their tails are up.
Luke Rooney puts it in, and all those chances and opportunities. And Melvin is hearing it from the bullhorn guy and the other fans right behind him. 2-1. See if they can get that equalizer here. Oh boy, ball was put in. It looked like a good opportunity and just away for United. Bring off.
It was a good 5-minute spell for United, and that's what you need. You need to score when you're on top of the game, and they did that there. Vancouver weren't able to get the ball cleared there, and Luke Rooney capitalised and finally got into a dangerous area and managed to find some space and get the shot on goal.
Substitution. Campbell in. There's Tan, played back. Well, now it's interesting. It's just frustrating there for the first 60 some odd minutes with all the chances. The box once again served in. Again, this is a very young, another shot by Rooney. It's a very young WFC2 team that's out on the field right now. Here's the goal again. Flores is in, I should say.
Flores is in for Seymour, who played his part with a great assist for Haber in the first half. And again, looked very good tonight. Another one of success stories for Whitecaps FC2.
There's a push by Rooney again. In the box towards two different United players. Kept alive. It'll be a throw in for Arizona United.
United have got Whitecaps FC2 on the ropes here.
You can feel the momentum really swinging. You also look at some of the United players, and it looks like they're with more of a pickup in their step, but some have been out there since the start of this match, and conditions are going to start to impact these players. This is where conditioning comes in. Great throw. Settled. And cleared away.
Every single player almost inside their own penalty box there for Whitecaps FC2. Just trying to weather the storm here.
You know, on one hand, and I see the coaching staff up on their feet for United. On one hand, you would say it's been frustrating because United has had so many opportunities in this match. On the other side, it's been an entertaining match tonight too. This is better than what I was expecting, quite honestly, going in, because this is the top team in the league, and you just didn't know if United was going to come back off of what was a devastating loss to Tulsa the other night.
Yeah, Tulsa made it difficult for United. They came here and they sat in. They played a 4-5-1 formation.
Here's a long ball, and Rosinski will come off his line. Trying to find Soifu again.
Yeah, and it was difficult for United. United simply couldn't break Tulsa down, and once Tulsa got their noses in front, they managed the game very well. But Whitecaps FC2 here, it came with a different game plan. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, a lot more open and looking to attack more. So they did leave gaps in behind there for United to capitalise on.
Here's Gavin. United players wanting the center Fonseca to make a call, and nothing there.
Good play by Flores there, couldn't find the path forward.
One by United. Here they go. With numbers. Rooney by himself. Rooney waving for it. Taken down in the box. Yes. Sam Garza taken to the turf. Reina Fonseca said, you know, I've let a lot go in this match. I'm not going to let that go.
Yeah, no complaints here. Sam manages to get Farmer swiveled, and he knows he's in trouble there as soon as Sam Garza takes outside him and he gives the penalty away. He tries to argue his case, but he knows it's a penalty.
Fonseca says, okay, I've had enough. Good enough. Long Tan will take the shot. This to be the equalizer in the match. A match in where Arizona United was down 2-0 15 minutes ago. Rooney scored to make it 2-1. There is Melvin, the keeper. Tan, shot, knocked down, saved, and loose, and Melvin falls on it. Oh, Heartbreak City, and Tan pounds his hand into the turf.
Oh, and it's that man Melvin again to the rescue for Whitecaps SV2 with a great save, guesses the right way and palms it out, and they manage to smother it. And Melvin comes up huge for Whitecaps FC2.
It's getting pretty physical out there, but I don't want to get away from the great save by Melvin. Because when it is Long Tan, it's usually automatic. But he read it right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad penalty. He hits it well, low and hard, and it's going away from Melvin, but Melvin guesses right, gets down low and pushes it away, and Farmer's going to be a relieved man there. It'll be interesting to see the reaction from United now, having clawed their way back into the game.
They just gave Soifu a yellow in that last exchange. If you're keeping tabs. Now popped up. Pushed by United, Tan trying to get to it. You do not see Long Tan get stoned like that. Spot right there, and the keeper just shuts the door on him.
United need to keep up the pressure now, keep the pace of the ball high, keep moving that ball, putting the Whitecaps FC2 team under pressure. You don't want to give them any time to breathe. Keep them under pressure.
And Tunez trying to head it over to Tan. Soifu, and it's off Daniel. Hey, check out the USL social channels. Lots of ways to check out all the great content, as I believe we're going to get a water stoppage here for both sides. Check out all the great social channels that you can follow on USL and USLsoccer.com, also Facebook, Twitter, under USL Soccer. So we're going to see Miguel Tim into the match. We have not seen Miguel Tim in quite some time.
Yeah, Miguel, he got injured a while back in the US Open Cup game against FC Tucson and ended up having to get surgery, so he's managed to fight his way back to full fitness, and he's been training well, and it's great to see him back out there. He was instrumental for United in the early part of the season, picking up that injury. It was an innocuous fall, really. He twisted the wrong way and hurt himself badly, having to get surgery, but he's fully fit now, looking good in training, as I said. So it'll be a good spell for him to get in the game, last 17 minutes, get some fitness and get back to full health.
Let me go back over to Ramage coming in here in the second half as we have stoppage here for water. Ramage, because there was a lot made of him and the signing of him, what do you see out of him? Because I think he's made a difference here in the second half.
Yes, he has done, and he's caused problems offensively, the long throw-ins. Possibly could have got tighter for the second goal. Rock Granger forcing Safu into Ramage, and you're expecting a little bit of a help there from the centre half when you're a full-back forcing the player in, but all credit to Safu for the finish. But I think Ramage will show his experience throughout the game, and it's never easy coming on as a defender into a game. You have to get up to the speed of play very quickly. I'm sure that won't be a problem for him. He seems to adapt to the heat. He's only been out here for a week or so, but he's really enjoyed himself so far, and was thrilled to sign for the club and get out there tonight.
After the stop, there is Ramage. He plays it ahead. Back to Ramage, 75th minute. looking for that equalizer. Would be big to get 3 points against the #1 team in the Western Conference on your home turf. And United has had those chances. Long-Tan, a penalty kick smothered by the keeper, Melvin. Would have tied this match up at 2. Now ball played ahead to Tan. Tan tries to get it outside, and it's taken away. And whistle on a foul.
Slight play from Tan. Got to find your passes, but good play by Haynes there. He managed to read the ball well and earn a free kick.
All sent in. A throw in for United, Antunes. Back. A little short. Good look by Garza, but just not able to get it there. Back to big off. He'll set it to Ramage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the attendance for tonight's game is 803. Arizona United.
Garza plays it ahead. Now makes a run, give and go. Garza in the box. Tan has it off his boot, and it goes the other way.
Good link-up play between West and Garza there down the left. Garza getting into a dangerous area, but Whitecaps FC2, they're holding out for now. They weathered the storm. They've managed to settle themselves, and they're getting bodies behind the ball now, and they're just trying to defend now after the penalty save.
It looks like they're starting to, as you say, weather the storm. They're finding their confidence back again.
Yeah, and that will have given them a lift, the penalty save. There's no better feeling when your goalkeeper pops up with a save from a penalty, and you get a new lease of life. And you know, if that penalty had gone in, it would be a different game right now.
Now ball played to Tan, flags down. Tan played back. Rooney shot, score! Luke Rooney buries it in the back of the net for his second goal tonight. And we're level at 2.
They're just as we were saying, the Whitecaps FC2 were looking to looking like they were doing well. Rooney pops up with the goal, good play by Long-Tan. Julian Ringhoff finds him in behind there, and Rooney times his run to perfection, and
good look,
great finish there, yeah, with his right foot this time. Melvin can't quite see it. Farmer looks like he's in his way there. Arizona United finally got that second goal. They're back in the game.
Luke Rooney with 2 tonight.
Number 29.
He's been good enough tonight, Scotty. He's had a couple of more that have been good shots.
Yeah.
There's another run by United. See if they can take the lead here. Oh, almost a Tan. Woo.
Just that last pass again. It's slack. But yeah, going back to Rooney.
Here's Antunes on the takeaway with numbers. Daniel looks around, plays it into the box, but it's short.
Rooney, going back to Rooney, getting into more dangerous areas, not just having to shoot from 25, 30 yards. And when he gets inside the box, he's able to pick his spot, and instead of having to drive the shot, he's able to pick his spot with the inside of his foot.
Tan, oh, almost over the top of Melvin, knocked down.
Yeah, Tan almost catches Melvin out there.
I like what I'm seeing here in the last few minutes.
United are looking like the likelier of the sides to go and score another goal. And all credit to Frank Yallop. I think the substitutions have really made a difference tonight.
Oh, I would agree. Garza's come in.
And
Antunes has come in and done some things.
Yeah.
Ramage, here's another run. 3v3. Carried in. Left back for Rooney for the hat trick, and it's high and wide.
Oh, and Chris Cortez on top of the penalty spot there, wide open. If he just managed to pick him out, I think the better option would have been to cut it back for Chris Cortez.
Rooney. A little cramping action going on now for Whitecaps FC2. Pacific Northwest does not have 98 degrees and 80% humidity. And we've seen teams that have come into Peoria here in the middle of summer the last couple of years in July and August, and they just wilt towards the end. Just mind is not, the body's not able, the mind is trying to work through it. So you start cramping up. Keep an eye on that. Level at 2. Well, you don't want to come out of here with just 1 point, Scott. I mean, as close as United has been to working their way up the table and to try to get into the postseason. There's the numbers again. 3v3 into the box, and it goes by him. Can Antunes save it?
They're going to slow the game down here and take the long throw in again, and rightly so. They've caused problems when they've taken the long throw, so it's a good decision. Take your time, set it up.
Ringoff making his run in there. He's got the size. Silva with the throw-in. He's done a nice job tonight.
He has done.
His throw-ins, there's always an opportunity. Long into the box. Played to Ringoff. Shot is high. So they are getting some leather on the ball tonight.
Yeah, and that's another Whitecaps FC2 player down with cramp. 45, it's Frano there.
Frano, yep.
As well as Farmer, number 41.
Look at Julian. Hands go to the head.
Vancouver Whitecaps FC2 substitution. Into the match, number 75, defender Michael Baldacino.
Michael Baldacino, 75, comes into the match. Frano comes out, who was cramping up.
Taking his time. Yeah, Whitecaps FC2 are in no hurry to get this game restarted.
They want to get a point out of this. They'd be very happy with this young lineup coming out here.
Yeah, and again, with these MLS2 teams, it is all about development as much as it is about results, and I'm sure they're very much enjoying being at the top of the table. It is all about individual player development here, and the Whitecaps FC2 are about developing players and getting them up to a standard where they have a shot at making it in the first team.
Good question.
It was good refereeing by Reiner. She checked to see that Garza was okay, and generally if the player jumps up, then the tackle wasn't warranting a yellow card, whereas if the player does stay down and he's hurt, then maybe that changes the referee's decision and she brings the yellow card out.
83rd minute, 2 goals by Rooney here in the second half. A long penalty kick was smothered by Melvin. Otherwise, United would be leading 3-2, but right now, level at 2.
United
trying to get the 3 points. Right now, 6 points out of the playoffs. Back at home here on August 13th against San Antonio. Played far post in the air. It'll be taken by Melvin.
That was Christian Silva there, number 12 for Arizona United, the new signing.
He's in the match. What does he bring to the field for United?
Well, he's going to fit in there in the back, play the number 6 role, and he came on from Mateus Silva actually, and
not related.
Not related. No.
Just so we're clear on
yeah,
that.
Christian's got some USL experience behind him. He was part of the Rochester Rhinos squad that won the championship last year. So he'll bring some experience, and again he's came in and on trial and trained very well. Another one that earned a contract.
By United, that was a good foul.
It was a good foul, but again, good refereeing from Reiner. There wasn't much in it. It is a free kick. I think that's enough. No need to bring out the yellow card there.
Campbell looked like he had a step. Soifu is going to take it. And again, WFC2 is taking their sweet time. They can come out of here with 1 point. They'd be pleased. United take any point. Don't downplay that, but find a way to get that 3. Hasn't happened much at home this year. Into the box. And who gets it? And it says it's United.
Linesman's given a corner. She was looking for some help there, and corner it is.
Yeah, corner it is. Okay. United was going to take it and run with it. As we get ready for the corner, remember, you can check out the USL, follow the USL. They do a great job on social media. Lots of platforms, Facebook, Twitter, USL on social. Played far post. Ball's loose. And it'll stay down here. And the Whitecap FC 2 opportunity continues.
Yeah.
Scott Morrison, Brad Sasmat. Closing moments here at Peoria, Arizona. Midweek match. United had a heartbreaker that they ended up losing in stoppage time on Saturday night, and tonight they're level. They fought their way back from a 2-0 deficit. Can they get the go-ahead goal?
That was a good opportunity for United there. They almost had numbers up there.
Offside. Antunes says, give me the ball. Let's go. Let's go. Don't have much time.
There's always time. All it takes is a couple seconds to get the ball forward and have a shot on goal. And that's the beauty of the game. There's still at least 5-6 minutes left in this game, and both teams have opportunity to go forward and get the win.
Hang off. Julian. There's some things here I think Frank Yallop can take away from this match. I feel pretty good about. One of them's the guy right there. Rooney's had 2 goals tonight. Trying to do the left foot shot is wide.
I was going to say that's another Whitecaps FC 2 player down with cramp in the middle. And that is it's a telltale sign of dehydration, and it's difficult to stay hydrated here in Arizona. You don't realize you're losing so much body fluid as you are because you're not sweating so much. And it's very common, teams coming in here, players cramping up. I don't think we've ever seen a team come in and had so many players cramping up.
The third one, yeah.
Yeah, that's Baldacimi.
Yep. Plays on their U18 team.
Young kids are going to cramp up. You know, they're testing their bodies, they're pushing their bodies to the limit.
We don't like to make a big deal out of the weather, but every match this time of year, you have to acknowledge it in the broadcast at some point that it's really hard to play a full 90. You've got to be in amazing shape when the humidity is this warm, and you go through your warm-up and your routine before the match. You're already exerting, and then you go out and play a full 90. And some of these players, you can just see they're for Whitecaps FC2. It's just not something they're used to. Afterwards, would you do ice baths? Would you do some things? Mm-hmm. It's ice baths, right?
Yeah, they do ice baths. That's yep, for the muscles, and
yep,
it stops any further bleeding in the muscles. It does cool your body down as well, regulates your body temperature. So you know, it all helps, and it's all things that go on behind the scenes here. It's so important to keeping your body in shape.
Great training staff for United. Antunes puts the hand up. 89th minute. Level at 2. Vancouver scored right before, Haber scored right before halftime. Make it 1-0. We're up 2-0. And here's an opportunity for United. Gavin. Cortez, my mistake. Ball's loose.
Whitecaps FC2 defending for their lives now. Chung getting the ball clear after a good tackle on Cortez.
If this result holds, you'll go back to the Tan penalty kick.
Yeah. That was a big turning point in the game, as you said. Long Tan, if he'd have scored that, Arizona United could have brought the game back to 2-2 early on in the game, and they'd have had more time to go for the winner. It wasn't to be, and they managed to roll their sleeves up, and Luke Looney pulled them back into the game. But since that goal, they've not really managed to create any more chances. It's gone a bit flat, and Whitecaps FC2 have played their part in that, slowing the game down, making some changes themselves.
Substitution. They're going to take their time. Not sure what the delay is for. The United players are saying to Reina Fonseca, the center, see Sam Garza there saying, looking very frustrated with let's move this along. It's all part of the match. Joel Harrison comes in. He's part of their U16 program.
That's great to see another youngster.
Big kid.
Coming on, getting some minutes.
Go up against players that may be 10 years older than him. Nice body, though. Now here's Rooney. He's got two. Ball played ahead, and just not able to get it over to Tan. By United.
And Whitecaps FC2 making no effort to get forward, but that's a cheap giveaway from Ringhoff.
Yeah. Now ball played through.
Recovers well, though.
Harrison trying to track it down.
Every time you give the ball away, you give the Whitecaps FC2 an opportunity to slow the game down, eat up some more minutes, and if you're trying to claw your way back into the game and get the winner, it's so important that you keep possession of the ball and you force the team into defending.
Now played in stoppage time. Players dropping for both sides. Ooh, trying to get it to Tan. Silva. Whistle.
It was well played by the youngster, Harrison. Got caught late by Silva there, but he did well, took good first touch and kept it simple. Played the ball down the line, and he's earned his team a free kick.
When the match comes to an end, Scott and I will review the plays and talk about what Frank Yallop probably is telling his team about this match tonight. Looks like we're on our way to a draw. But you never know, as my partner said, it just takes 1 minute. And we saw last week where United on Saturday night looked like they were going to finish and get a point out of the deal. It didn't happen.
Yeah, can United score late on this time?
So a foul on United.
Not with play like that, though. At this stage in the game, you want to get the ball wide and get the ball in the box. Anything down the middle's easy for the Vancouver Whitecaps FC2 players to defend.
WFC2 trying to get their 11th win. United has had 6 draws already this season. Boy, just a couple of those, Scott, you know? And that's what it comes down to. Some foul.
This could be the last chance for United to get the ball forward. Carl's going to come up and take it. Everyone's going to be inside the Whitecaps FC2 half.
With the boot. Tunez will give chase. Right back. We'll give it one more blow here.
It's going to go straight back in there.
Silva, Christian Silva, launches it to Tan. And comes right to Melvin, the keeper, who's come up with the save of the night. Otherwise, we'd be celebrating here in Peoria.
That was slack there, though. He's given the ball right back to United. He'll be looking to get the ball in the box now.
Rooney with the turn. Rooney far post, nobody there. Ball goes down.
Safu will be trying to get him behind here. Just can't quite find him.
Brzezinski right ahead.
Now it's Safu's turn to pick up some cramp.
And Julian kicks it out of bounds.
I think the players are exhausted out there. You've got players lying on the ground. You've got players kicking the ball out the field, making unforced errors.
Just want this match to end. Yeah, Soifu is still laying down. So now down a man, and now United's just going to say, we'll take advantage of this. Final moments. Over the top in the box. Rooney goes after it, knocked down. Ball's loose. And Tunez. Settle.
Whitecaps FC2 don't look comfortable.
Puts it on his left foot. Far side. Shoot. Score! My partner called it. Don't look comfortable. United able to settle in the closing moments of the match.
Yeah, and they've deserved it. Chris Cortez with the finish. Great swiveling, turn and shot, and it's somehow sneaked past Melvin there at the near post. Ramage up, competing for the header. Long Tan does well. Cortez brings it down, and he's got no right to put it in from there. What a great finish.
3-2 Arizona United. Drop everybody, get out of here with 3 points. What a comeback. They were down 2-0.
I don't think Melvin can quite believe it. He's hardly been troubled.
And Soifu is still cramped up, laying down. Boy, what a big shot that is. Chris Cortez has been out there for the entire match.
It looks like Safu's in some pain and cramp sore, but normally when you stretch the cramp out, it eases off within a couple seconds. I don't think there's much of the game left, though. I can't see there being much time added on for this injury so late in the game.
And it's not a ACL. They've examined that. Not that I'm a doctor, but I've had 5 knee surgeries, so they start testing the joint. It is clearly cramping. So West helps him up.
Someone needs to pull his shorts up too, I think.
You're right about that. Good catch. Look at Ramage there. Like that.
Yeah, it's been a much better showing from United in the second half. The changes have made a difference. Brought a bit of steel.
Fan is still into it. He's having a good time. Chung plays it back. Final moments. Oh, comes off and he'll just fall on it. Take your time. Wait for that final whistle. Whitecaps are saying we've had 4 days down here in Arizona. It's hot. We're all cramping up. We just want to get out of here.
Oh, the linesman's got his flag up.
And there it is.
That's
A terrific result for Arizona United SC. They trailed 2-0 in the 54th minute. They come back. They win. Arizona United SC 3. Whitecaps FC 2. Scotty and I will be back with closing comments after this time.
Get low now.
it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. It's in! Rochester has the lead. And again, it's St. Louis.
Welcome back. Arizona United comes away with a victory tonight, a terrific result. Final score 3-2. 3-2, the final score. Arizona United SC. This was a terrific result tonight. There's no other way to put it. To have this type of showing, let's bring you some of the highlights from a match that had its peaks and its valleys tonight. Our Floodstream crew doing a great job through it all, and this was the goal that got him up early for Vancouver.
Yeah, Haber came in from the right there. Good through ball by Seymour, and he finishes well. And this one's all about Safu. Creates it out of nothing and rifles it past Carl. And Whitecaps FC2 looked comfortable at that point.
2-0 at that point. Arizona would come back.
Yeah, Rooney stole the ball on the edge of the box, got himself in a dangerous area, and once he got on his left foot, you always fancied him and found that bottom corner nicely, and Arizona United's tails were up at that point.
Great through ball by Ringoff.
Yep, running in behind, cut back by Long Tan, and great timing of the run by Luke Rooney, and he puts it in with the right foot this time, and United back in the game.
So we're level at 2, and it looked like United is going to really have an opportunity here as Tan played it through again, the one to Rooney. And at that point, we're level at 2. Here's the one that puts them ahead for good.
Yeah, this was all about a little bit of grit, determination. They get the ball, find it to Chris Cortez somehow, and he produces a little bit of magic there and
How about this?
Squeezes it in, and you can see the joy on the players' faces there. They're so relieved, and there's no better feeling when you claw yourself back into the game and you end up scoring in the last minute. All that hard work pays off.
Got to work on Long in his celebration dive there into the pile. So they get 3 points. You know, against this is a good team. They didn't have their top lineup here, but who cares? If you're an Arizona United fan, you'll take it. That's the #1 team in the Western Conference that you beat. These two teams will meet again later this month on Sunday, August 21st. That'll be at Whitecaps FC2 on their home pitch. From here, Arizona United is on the road. Their next home match will be against San Antonio on August 13th. Scotty and I want to thank Alan Heil, David Heil, Steve Douglas, James, Jesus, Josh, Eddie, Joe Pashley for their terrific work with Pashley Productions and Floodstream tonight. All getting it done in very tough conditions here on a steamy, steamy night. Final score, Arizona United SC 3, Whitecaps FC 2. For Scott Morrison, I'm Brad Sussman. Thanks for being with us. Have a great evening, everybody.
Turn it.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.